Hey guys, in today's episode of the Trading Coach Podcast, I want to share with you an interview from an aspiring trader who just retired and decided to get into trading so that she can start preparing for the next phase of her life. She has a part-time business right now, but she knows that's not going to last forever. So what she's looking to do is establish something where she can get a regular income, but do it by working on her terms. Check it out.
How you doing, Jane? Are you good?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, nice to eventually meet you. I think you and I have actually met before on an Alex event.
Yes.
Years ago, yeah.
I remember, yeah. I think I met you at the at Sapna's book launch party as well.
That's it, yeah. I was with Lorna at the time, yeah.
Yes, so, I recognise a face.
We have a couple of mutual friends.
Yeah, amazing. Excellent. So, look, for everyone who doesn't know you and hasn't had the pleasure of meeting you, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, okay, so nice to eventually see everybody and put sort of names to faces, etc., etc. I'm Jane. I've been retired now from the police service, Metropolitan Police, for about 2 years now. I've got my own PT business, so that's what I'm doing to kind of occupy my time, which was a bit of a culture shock during it. I basically retired January 2020, so I got out just before the proverbial hit the fan. Yeah. And then all the way through the first lockdown, I managed to get a lot of studying done and qualified as a PT, so it's really good. I work from home, so I either do my sessions over Zoom. We're lucky enough to have had our house restructured, and we've now got a home gym, so I have clients at home as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, so we never have to worry about weather, times of day, finding a suitable place to meet, blah, blah, blah. So it's been really good.
Amazing.
So I've been doing that for a couple of years now. I've always wanted to dip my toe into the trading world, and then sort of tail end of last year, I took the plunge, and just me and my partner have just decided to sort of invest in ourselves a bit more. So we've changed up all of our routines that we used to have, wasting time, watching crap on the TV. We've never really been ones for sitting down watching box sets anyway. And we're just making sort of more use of our time. So we've changed around our finances, we've changed around our routines. My partner's actually part of your Tears of Freedom group as well. So I'm at the very, very start of my trading path, if you like. So Excellent. At the moment, I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I've set myself targets and goals to learn the various different courses. So by the end of this month, I'm hoping to complete one of the courses. By the end of next month, I'm hoping to complete another one of the courses and get as much knowledge as I can from yourself and Akil. I'm just trying to sort of like immerse myself as much as I can.
Yeah, great.
Listening to your podcasts. And I've literally, in the last half an hour, I've literally just picked up another tip from your a very, very recent 2022 podcast about the screen time thing. I never even knew that existed, so I put that on to try and cut down some of my screen time.
Yeah, talk about accountability. That really slaps you in the face.
It does, yeah.
There's no escaping that, right?
No, not at all.
And that's something that I think is making people very, very aware of just how much time they are wasting on their phones.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's great. That feature is great. So you're just kind of starting. You've got very realistic goals about what you want to get done by when. Yeah. It sounds like you're approaching it very methodically and realistically. You're not rushing through it. Yeah. What's the kind of end game? What's the big goal for you? Because obviously you've got a lot going on, right? You're coaching, and where do you see yourself? What's the ideal situation?
So I'm approaching my 53rd birthday, and I know that I can't. I say no, I can't, but I don't really want to be doing personal training beyond I'd say about 55, 56.
Yeah.
I think I just would have probably had enough by then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, the end game is to have a regular income, but obviously working on my terms, my hours, etc., etc. And I want to be able to do that through the trading pathway.
Yeah.
So as I say, I'm a complete rookie. It's almost like a blank page. Got absolutely no previous experience or knowledge of it before. So that is my end game. My partner retires from the police service in 2020. What are we now? About 2025, I think it is. 2026. So that's where I want to be in sort of 2026. I want to be doing this full time as I can.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Perfect. You're the one who does Ironmans.
Yes.
Right. I remember.
Yeah. Well,
Amazing.
I used to. That's not my thing anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm massively into CrossFit now. But
Right.
yeah, Ironman used to be my thing. But not anymore. I've done that, been there, kind of, got the t-shirts, etc., and I'm massively into. I've got my own goals within the fitness, within the CrossFit world now. So
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, the reason I brought that up is because obviously trading requires a lot of discipline, and obviously if you can do an Ironman, I think you can nail trading. It's I don't think trading's as hard as an Ironman, to be honest.
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, amazing. So, is there anything? Share with us one of your kind of deadlines as to when you want to get certain aspect of the thing done. Like, how have you laid that out?
Okay, so I've been planning a lot more, and my plan is, so I've already done 2 of the courses. I want to get a course done every month.
Right. Okay.
So around about sort of June, July-ish.
You'd be through the
I want
content.
I want to have completed the courses, and I want to open up like a dummy account, like like a practice account.
Yep.
And get that, get fully competent in that.
Yeah.
And then
you'll probably do that before you finish, because as you get to the kind of mastery section, you'll at least open a little account or a demo account just to practice, and there'll be certain things that you'll want to do before you complete the course, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so it does. Yeah, okay.
It might be before that. But yeah, great approach. You're not in a rush to kind of trade real money until you've been through it all. That's amazing.
But we're actually lucky enough, and this is not sounding like a brag at all or a boast or anything like that, but we're actually lucky enough to be financially comfortable where we're not, desperate to start trading ASAP and push it. We have actually got the luxury of having a little bit of time and doing it methodically, because, as I say, it's a complete brand new thing for me. And just, make sure the knowledge is there. And I'm actually really enjoying the process.
Great.
Really enjoying the process. Yourself and Akil, just amazing. A lot of, and it's really weird because I've been watching your YouTube videos as well, and when I first started watching them, it was like a foreign language.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But now, actually, a lot of what you're saying, I'm saying about 80% of what you're saying, I'm thinking, oh, I know what he means. Oh, actually, yeah, I know what he means now.
Brilliant.
So it's kind of getting there. But I want to make sure I've got the knowledge first and then progress with actual sort of real live money,
Great. Excellent. Good idea. That's good. And it's always good to kind of be aware and appreciative of what was difficult that now isn't difficult. And you really kind of, it's kind of taking stock of how far you've actually come and what you have actually learned, because a lot of people don't do that and they get a bit discouraged and they get a bit deflated. But actually, if you just think, oh, actually, what was hard 12 months ago that I can now understand, and you kind of, you appreciate how far you've come in the journey. So that's important to do.
Yeah.
And obviously there's nothing bragging about like being comfortable with money. This is the crazy thing. People feel like they've got to apologize because they're sensible with their money. Like, that's crazy. So don't apologize.
We are. We're starting to do sort of investing as well. And being sensible around where we're sort of saving our money, what we're actually doing with the money, making sure we've got that buffer in place. Amazing. And then making sure we invest any kind of excess so it's working for us. I'm starting to sort of read things like, the audio books by Robert Kiyosaki, things like that, and, trying to sort of immerse myself more in, people that I can actually learn from. Yeah. And, it's really massively changes your mindset, doesn't it?
It really does. So what in terms of your trading then, whereabouts are you in the trading modules in the foundation program?
So I've just done the first course. So I've done the basics, and then the next course after
foundation.
Yeah, and this is Bridging the Gap I'm on now.
Yeah.
With Akil. So I'm kind of halfway through that now.
Great. Okay, and it's all making sense. You're not losing. Okay, great.
Yeah, no, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And going back over the lessons to make sure I've really grasped what Akil's talking about. Because sometimes the first run, you know what it's like. You think, what did he say? So I'm having to go back and sort of watch it sort of 2 or 3 times just to make sure I've really nailed that bit before I move on to the next bit.
Yeah, amazing.
So that's where I am at the moment. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's great to hear. So, just finally, then, is there anything what's your weakness? Like, what's your downfall? Is there anything that could potentially get in your way? Like, what would you say is your weak point?
Now there's a question.
You might not have any.
Well, I'm trying to address my weak points, because my weak point used to be I used to sort of try and rush things. I used to sort of think, okay, off we go. Let's 100 miles an hour. Let's do it. And I'm trying to, and consciously having to rein myself back. So I think if anything was going to let me down, I think it would be that I would try and rush things, which have been a bit of a problem in the past. But actually, what I'm trying to do with this is actually thinking, no, calm down. Because I tend to sort of run away with myself, because as you can probably tell, I get quite enthusiastic about things, and I try and sort of go, right, I've done that, let's move on to the next bit. Whereas actually, I think with this, you have to be quite methodical, don't you? Because if you haven't grasped A, B, and C, you're not going to get X, Y, and Z. So that's what I would say. If anything is going to sort of derail me, it would be that.
Great. Perfect. Well, now you're aware of it. You've let everyone know about it as well. So obviously we can all hold you accountable to that and see if you're rushing through, which is perfect. So look, I appreciate you coming on and talking to us and letting us know where you're at. It'd be great to catch up again in sort of 8 weeks' time, maybe, just to see what progress you've made, and get yourself booked on, and I'll catch up then.
Great. Thanks, Jace. Thank you.
Take care, Jane. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you want to be a part of the accountability sessions, either sit in and listen to one or even do one of your own, you can do so as part of your trial membership over on the Tier 1 Trading platform. Just head over to www.tier1trading.com, hit that button that says Start My Risk-Free Trial Membership, sign up, get on the platform for 14 days, download some software, network with the community, join our live rooms, join our accountability sessions, and take some courses as well. Again, that's www.tier1trading.com. If you do it, let me know you're going to be there. That way I can reach out and say what's up.